Hey guys, this is John.
And Austin.
My microphone's moving all around on its own. Welcome to October's live stream in September. For those of you who are subscribed to our email list, you'll see that I started sales yesterday. I started the giveaway yesterday. So there's really not much mystery in what we're giving away this month. It's already out there. So I have them both right now. We have September's at the top of waltons.com/win, and below that we have October's. September's was like the hunting package. It has the deer loppers, a vacuum sealer, a bunch of 10-minute deer skinner, and things designed for like deer hunting. October's is going to be a 11-pound sausage stuffer, a fresh seal vacuum sealer, apron, hat, and seasoning shakers. So a little bit more traditional, what we normally do. Today, we've added a viral share to our entries. So at the bottom of the page for waltons.com/win, there's this little thing that's supposed to be a sausage. Looks more like a banana to me, but it's the bottom option in the live stream giveaways.
What are we calling it? A viral share?
Yeah, it's a viral share. So if you click that, it'll give you a link. You can post that to your Facebook, and then all your friends who click that, you get an extra entry for giveaways. And today we are going to give away some Meatgistics and Walton's Tumblers, some leather aprons, some some Walton's knives, the boning knives, and the chef's knife, some seasoning and jerky, and I saw an extra Taiga cooler. Looks like they didn't quite give them all away at open house last week.
Oh, they shouldn't have given them all away. We still had like 30 left.
No, not all of them. Like they had a certain number set aside, and then I saw some on a cart on the way back into shipping on Monday. So I assume like somebody didn't get theirs that one, so I figured we'd give that away too.
Oh, so I don't know what it probably was. We in the classroom we have like the one big projector and screen.
Yes.
But people that sit like on the front on the other side, it's hard for them to see over there. So we put another projector in that little cubby hole kind of deal.
Okay.
And so to get the projector
Up high enough.
We built a mountain of coolers and then set the projector on a cooler 2 feet in front of that. It's like an ultra short throw projector, so it just sat 2 feet in front. So it looked cool, but it was just like
I thought those were being given away.
So I think some were given away, but it was really just a disguise
regardless
for how things were set up.
We're giving one away today.
Okay.
So somebody will get one. We're also going to draw September's winner, even though it's not technically the end till tomorrow. We had a conversation about coming in on Saturday and doing the live stream, but Austin has to go to his precious K-State game. So
Yeah.
we can't do that.
Speaking of, I thought I saw something
Sometimes you just gotta make sure.
Oh, you're kidding me.
You couldn't see that purple.
I couldn't. I really didn't notice that.
It's almost too bright. Oh, my God.
That is actually pretty great. And I've made fun of Austin the last few live streams and podcasts because I've been wearing shorts.
You did.
And I forgot to bring shorts. It's so much more comfortable sitting back here in shorts than it is in jeans. So Austin has shorts on today, and I don't.
Although I am very much not matching. I have like green shorts on with the purple shirt.
My wife all the time is like, I'm like, who?
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't
anymore.
matter.
Oh.
There's no more rules. You can wear brown with black nowadays. Like it doesn't.
I don't care. My wife is very particular about it. She doesn't think that like I think like everything matches with blue jeans. You can wear anything with blue jeans 100%. And it goes together. And she's like, no, you can't.
Let's do everyone a favor who joined us on time. Let's draw a winner for something right off the bat.
Something not purple, right?
Something not purple. Well, we don't.
We could probably.
A lug.
A lug, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, if you are a K-State fan, we sell purple meat lugs. So
when we designed those, I actually got the K-State media guy or brand guidelines and pulled the actual color for it.
There you go. That's really cool. I mean, that's the only way to do it.
All right, Adam Pauly. Adam, you have won a Meatgistics and Walton's tumbler. You also get some zesty citrus. It's looking more and more like it's going to be Mojo, but for now it's still Moho season. So
for anybody that hasn't seen the post yet, we've changed some of our shipping carriers and how we're doing stuff there. We're shipping with FedEx now. I had the FedEx people in yesterday, day before, I don't remember. I don't know what day it is. Earlier this week, and I gave them each one of our Mojo seasonings and gave them a little story behind it. And I was like, well, Mojo, Moho, it's which way. And I was about to explain like why we're doing that, and they were like, oh, it's Mojo.
Yeah.
And then I told them like why we're saying Mojo, Moho, you, me, whose side are you on?
Right.
And they were like, well, yep, we're still on your side. It's
because
Mojo.
they're sucking up to you. They brought us a bunch of pizza. They are
True.
trying to woo us. So.
Well, they already did because we're shipping FedEx
But anyways,
now, so.
It's whether Notre Dame or Kansas State finishes higher in the final rankings will decide whether it's Mojo or Moho officially. There are also a few other little like embarrassing things that the loser will have to do. No big deal, but definitely a little bit. But the last live stream we did, I was very, very happy that people were enjoying their Moho seasoning. So anybody who wins anything today, you're also going to get a shaker of Moho.
You almost called it Mojo.
I did almost call it. I'm looking for Adam Pauly. Keeping an eye out for that. Okay, a couple other things. We got I'm rooting for Notre Dame. Sinister MD we got in a few new little barbecue accessory type things. These are probably the coolest out of the brand new things. These are stainless steel meat claws, bear claws, man claws, whatever you want to call them. They have Waltons printed on there in like a khaki that stands out nicely against the stainless steel. Patrick really liked that. Mm-hmm. Makes me feel a little bit like Wolverine, which I like a lot. And generally, like just regular price of these is $10.99. They're on sale right now. I have them on sale for $8.99. So you can go pick those up. Now, this isn't a new thing, but we've kind of fallen a little bit in love with a little, it's not gimmicky. Hey. So this is the oversized Louisiana Craft spatula. Yeah, it's cool. What's really cool is underneath we have a magnetic cutting board. Now it's designed to, stick to your shelf, but we've been sticking it to our fridge and then sticking knives on it. So you can just put this on the side of your fridge. I don't know if this is going to hold up to being hung just like that. Yeah. And then you can stick knives to it. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 thing. Just one of those weird little things that I really like. Kind of like the sausage stuffer flushers. It's just like not gimmicky, but like not something you would use all the time, but super cool.
Yeah.
Then we've also got Walton's heat resistance gloves.
I love these. I didn't know that we were actually getting the logo put on as the grippies.
So I feel like I did it in the sales. Did that make the cut for the sales video, Patrick?
Which part?
The college football thing?
No.
We did like how college football players put on their gloves and they always do like this.
You looked way too excited in the back.
I was too happy. Can't show me happy, that's for sure.
It was jarring.
And then we also have the grilling.
Never mind.
Do I need to go get a work comp
Smoking mat now. Smoking mats. So all of these are on sale. I think everything is $2 off. So these are $8.99. Those are either $10.99 or $12.99, and those I think are $4.99.
And they come
so there's two of them.
Yeah, they come as a 2-pack. Normally you don't get them as a 2-pack.
We should get that label changed so that the W is colored in.
What?
On the packaging.
On this?
Yeah, we should have it printed with the W colored in.
Yeah, it would definitely pop a lot more.
Looks like a treasure map.
You'd think whoever's in charge of our media department might think
Would have thought of that
beforehand. Yeah.
He usually just tries to save us money. He's a little bit cheap, so actually he's famously cheap. I got out. This quick aside: my sister was in town last night from Kansas City, so I went out to Chicken Pickle and met her, and pulled up in my 2002 Toyota Tundra with 300,000 miles on it, that I have to go out the passenger side door of. And, Lauren's kind of bougie. And clearly she was not embarrassed because she knows what I'm like. She's like, are you ever going to trade that in? I'm like, you sound like my wife. I'm like, I am not. I'm driving this thing until everything falls apart. I just replaced the master cylinder on it because I refuse to get rid of it. But. All right. I stopped looking for Adam Pauly. Did anyone see him? Adam Seymour.
Oh, did he have to be here?
Yeah.
I don't see anything as his name under the chat.
I don't see it. Yeah. We'll give him. Who's calling me? Okay. So that is. Sorry about that, guys. I'm putting Riggins into my dog into a resort while I go away. I'm going up to Minnesota to go back to the same lake that Austin and I fished on the last time we were up there, and I'm going after trophy muskies. So I'm doing that with Travis Frank from the Flush podcast and Flush TV show. He and I are going to spend 2 evenings and 1 morning out there going after something huge. So that should be fun. I'm very much looking forward to that.
That's going to be really cool.
Plus, I just love hanging out with those guys. Lukey's coming fishing with us, so it should be a good time.
I was talking with Brett earlier. Brett I don't think he fully grasped like Lukey's personality and mentality. And I'm like, oh no, you're going to put John and him together and they're like 2 peas in a pod and it's going to get dangerous.
We get along famously. It's just we won't drink out on the boat, so it'll be safe.
Okay.
Yeah. Muskie, up the 10,000. You catch 1 fish, they say, every 10,000 casts. With Travis, listen, I don't know if we talked about this previously, but this guy knows the names of fish. Like he told us as soon as we got to his spot, he's like, cast 15, 20 yards out that way. As it goes down, they're going to come out of the bed. Boom, like right away. Then we move to another spot. He's like, they go right along this and boom. Mm-hmm. Like he knows that lake incredibly well. So that guy is a TV host, a podcast host, and a hunting guide, and a fishing guide. Fishing guide. But he does a ton of hunting too.
Yeah. He seems to be a very busy person.
Yes. Hates free time.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to talk about the change that your body's going through?
Oh,
menopause.
Me? Oh, I'm just getting old and fat. That's what
happens.
It on changes for me.
Yep. I need glasses now.
So mentioned it a few minutes ago, and John put a post out on Meatgistics detailing some of it with some other things. But this week, we made a change, and you guys will start seeing some stuff over the next few days as people start getting orders delivered. But in the past, we'd always shipped like UPS. Then we added USPS. Now we just added FedEx, and FedEx is going to end up being our main shipping carrier. So some people are going to like that. Some people probably won't. Everybody kind of has their own preference on who they like as a carrier. But basically, we were running into some issues with UPS on what things were costing and what we could or couldn't do on some things. And we're able to get around that and go back to what we think is going to be the best way to ship some things. By using FedEx, also getting some fantastic rates on stuff that is going to save everybody involved time and money. So we're excited for that change. Obviously, anytime there's a change, there's a chance for things to go wrong, things to have an issue here and there. So if anybody has feedback, we would definitely appreciate it. And if you guys let us know if you have a good experience with the change in shipping or a bad experience, we want to do what we can to make everything right. But if you live in an area, because we do have some customers like this that are just adamant that they have to have UPS over here, or this other customer has to have FedEx just because the other carrier has a tendency to, usually it's destroy packages by the time they get something, just the way it goes. They can't seem to get stuff intact. We can have you choose, and you can say, I want it USPS, I want it UPS, I want it FedEx. You just have to call in and you have to talk to customer service and place your order over the phone that way. Everything that goes through our website, we basically rate it, and we're going to pick between cost efficiency and speed of getting there.
Yeah.
Looking at those two things, what's the most efficient way for us to ship it, and we're gonna pick what's the most efficient. But if you're adamant that it goes this method or that method, you can always place your orders over the phone and talk with customer service and get that selected however you want. So
now, it was on here that somebody told us that the hub for UPS in Denver is like notorious. And that is where we see the majority of our damaging is in the Northwest. Like every
going
time
out
Joe
west.
Hell would send me a picture, he'd get boxes that were literally more tape than box. It's like, oh my God, Lord. So hopefully it fixes that section. And then sometime in the next few months, I don't know when, Austin and I are going to sit down and rewrite a bunch of the online shipping stuff. So that should make that easier. Now, next year, am I correct in this or not, that we won't have the same problem with cheese? Possibly not. We're not sure on that yet. Right now, what happens if you order cheese and if you order cheese on a Thursday and it usually is 2 or 3 day shipping to you, we hold that to send out on Monday, so it's not in a untemperature controlled UPS warehouse. FedEx moves over the weekend, so we don't think it's going to be a problem. They don't keep it in a warehouse. So we may be able to, if you order cheese on Friday, we may be able to actually ship it out on Friday and you get it on Monday or whenever you would get it.
Yeah, so ideally, we'll at least go that far, if not farther. The next step further is...
My volume is all the way down. Why is it making noise?
That's weird.
Sorry about that.
So... We have some pretty good rates with their express shipping options, and in how some of that works, I think we may be able to, instead of shipping out cheese just on a ground shipment, all cheese will go out express. And if we do that with FedEx moving packages and delivering on the weekends, we don't have to hold and wait for cheese to go on a Monday, but then we also don't have to include a massive cooler, which means we don't have to include a $5 shipping upcharge, or if you buy the larger quantity, $10 shipping upcharge. So the goal, we only probably have a couple weeks, maybe. As soon as we, usually sometime in October, all of a sudden the temperatures just like take a plunge, and we stop having 90-degree days through most parts of the country, and even a lot of 80-degree days. And the temperatures overnight actually drop down cold. Once we get to that and we're okay with the cheese sitting out, we'll stop holding, stop shipping coolers. But we'll probably continue with what we're doing for the next couple weeks, month at the most. And then next year, we'll hopefully have that other system and process in place. So we avoid the coolers, avoid the $5 upcharge, send everything express so you get it in 2 days instead of waiting potentially 2, 3, 4, or 5 days. It should make ordering cheese cheaper and just a better experience overall.
For who was it that asked that? Andrew Brabble. It's an older video, but that's a video on how to make Canadian bacon. I saw Joe Hell here. So, Joe, I don't know if you heard, but we're going to be shipping more things FedEx now. So, hopefully, some packages can make it to you. I saw something else. Someone said, trying this again. Okay, so I'm assuming that's Adam. Because he's tried to contact or to comment a few times.
Which Adam?
Adam, no. The guy who won, Adam Pauly. But we'll see. So instead, we're going to do a safety draw here. Hey.
I can't read.
Oh, well, then I get all the pleasure of knowing who it is and you don't. It's a Meatgistics user, Jimmy Bayless. Jimmy, you have won a Meatgistics or Walton's and BHA mug. I am almost positive you already have one, so we can talk about something else. I'll be in touch with you to see what around this you would like, because I'm pretty sure you already have one. But congratulations.
So somebody's asking if high temp cheese needs refrigerated. My official answer is usually complicated there, because yes, you should keep it refrigerated, but is it absolutely mandatory? No. It's just your shelf life plummets. And so we can get by with shipping it and not having to have it like at 32 degrees constantly. It's just if it sits out and it's in ambient room temperature air, it's only going to last so long. It is going to mold. It is going to go bad. Your shelf life is going to be measured in days instead of months. So if the cheese is kept in a fridge, it's good for months. If it's kept in a freezer, it's indefinite, basically. But so it doesn't. It's okay. It works out that it can stay out long enough. We can ship it reasonably without having to keep it super cold. But you don't want to do that permanently because your shelf life is just going to go to zero.
All right, that is jalapeno popper bratwursts. I was hungry. They don't look good out of the whatchamacallit, toaster oven.
Did you flip them halfway?
It makes it like hard to cut because it just like sucks your knife
For a
in.
small child, possibly, but just use some strength. Jalapeno popper is now within my top 2 or 3 favorite sausage seasonings.
It's hot.
It just came out of the. What were you thinking? It wouldn't be hot?
I don't know.
But I absolutely love this seasoning. Ate a lot of it. Is this?
It looks loose.
Burn your mouth.
Oh, it's been frozen and unfrozen. Is that jalapeno popper?
No.
What'd you get? Wait, now you can guess.
What
Is
is
that Bavarian or some? It's something I don't eat a lot of.
Yep, it's Bavarian. Okay. Oh, Bavarian good too.
I'm sorry.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, what was that?
It's really hot, isn't it?
It's very hot. Bavarian's good too. Not what I was expecting though. All right. Sorry, I have to find the live stream so I can keep a list of who won what. There we go.
Rafter asks, anyone else seen motion blur when John was walking around? Frame rate must be low. So that's
no, it's not. It's at 60. The software we use is at 60, and it's even past. It way surpasses the video bitrate at 6,500. It's just, this is not a 4K movie you're watching, sir. This is a live stream with a couple other 100 people on it. But thank you for the concern.
So you guys are delayed seeing us by like 10 to 20 seconds because when we send it out to YouTube, they take it and are immediately transcoding it, and you're getting a highly compressed version of what we're actually doing here. And then depending upon your actual connection, you may only be getting a honestly even like a 320 feed. Could be a 480, 720, 1080. Do we stream in 4K? Highest streaming goes as 1080, right?
You know, YouTube's weird now. It has this, if you're on YouTube, it has a setting where you don't even get to pick anymore. You just either say, yeah, I want it to do the best quality possible, or standard. Now, as far as what it does on /live and stuff like that,
yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
YouTube's been giving us the business like crazy recently.
Well, they're the only company, well, I don't want to say the only, but like the amount of changes they do, it's like 4, 5, 6 things in a year that are like major
changes.
And they don't go, hey, expect this coming up soon.
Unless it's like a policy change. Then they do
point.
a good job of
they want to make sure you're on board with that.
John Belvedere said, guess the meat, loser takes a shot of the nasty liquor.
That's gone.
It's been so long since we had
gone.
that Jepson's Malore. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
I saw something apparently not way worse, but
You still have the bottle?
Yeah, it's still back there.
dude, at Barstool they drank a sip of the world's strongest beer, and that is at 75%.
What?
Yeah, and they not that any of them look like heavy drinkers that did it, but like we're talking like a thimble's shot worth, and they're like feel it in their chest and it's burning like fire like for like a couple minutes later, and it's just the world's strongest beer. So
That's cool.
If anyone wants that bottle of Jepson's Malore and is in the Wichita area, feel free to come by. We will give it to you. No one's touching that again. That was the worst.
Ryan's already attacking you for today. He said, Rafter, you honestly don't want to see how bad John looks in 4K.
Rafter brought up River Monsters with John. Yeah, that would not go well. That would not go well. Is there even an 8K? Somebody said you need to transition to 8K.
I don't know.
8K, yeah.
Enough of the Ks. No more.
I love it because then all the other equipment that still looks great just gets a lot cheaper. So
So
I can afford it now.
Sinister MD asks if I sell or like using Japanese style knives. I have a couple Dalstrong knives at home. One of them is a Shogun style fillet knife that's kind of Japanese style. I like it, but no, I find myself mostly using either Wusthof or the Victorinox that we sell. So that's what I use most of the time. And then obviously I have my 17-inch tuna sword that is used heavily, mostly in home defense situations. What?
I'm almost tempted to run out to my truck.
Oh, your zombie knife?
I have my zombie knife.
Go get it.
I'll be right
I can
back.
keep him entertained for a few minutes by myself.
Sinister, that's actually the second strongest beer.
Another thing with the cheese, you do want it cold when it goes into your sausage, even if it's just, not frozen. It'll help keep the heat down during the processing a little bit, which obviously anything we can do, little tiny things will add up to a big difference in your finished product. So frozen cheese into the meat mixer when you're mixing it does actually help out. So another good reason to keep it cold.
World's strongest beer, 75%. It's called Scottish Bethur Fire.
Okay. Kyle asks, do I like Philly cheesesteak or jalapeno popper better? At this point, that's a really hard one. Philly, I like the jalapeno popper better.
This is why I
point.
think a tournament of some sorts would be cool.
Patrick's been pushing for this for a long time.
Well, guys,
it's a good idea.
I tried to do something right at the start of football season and right at the start of March Madness. Yeah, and we never do because we're a little behind the curve at that point. But what would be fun for you guys, like to see rather, like if there was like 16 seasonings and we seed them, is it fun if they even if you eat them at the same time and then you pick?
I mean, that's a
little obvious at that point, right?
But I feel like what else would you do?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know besides that. But anyways, you guys always have great ideas, so.
Yeah, but at this point, I think jalapeno popper is above Philly. Though Philly's great. I just like the jalapeno popper a little bit better right now. Somebody else asked what my favorite jerky seasoning is. I like the Walton's Bold jerky the best. He's got a strap case for it.
Did you hear the shink?
Oh, that's pretty great.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
No, this isn't a knife. This is a machete.
That's bigger than Vern Troyer.
Would you classify that as a machete then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
It just, to me, it's like sharper than a machete normally is. I feel like a machete is usually more, it's got an edge to it, but it's more blunt than sharp.
They call it the Spolo. This is a bolo knife, but
sharp.
Schrade. So, we have found the next Meatgistics reward level. Well, not the level. It's
intimidating.
We found the award that you will be getting for a certain number of posts. We think it's pretty cool. So we'll be looking at that. This is pretty awesome, though. Talk to me about the strap. Is it like...
So you can wear it on your back. I didn't wear it this year when we went on our ATV trip because I had got a side-by-side so my son could come with me. But normally, if I'm riding on my ATV, I'll, one, either keep it in there, or two, if we're going through something that looks like might be kind of shady. You just wear it on your back, and if you need it, you just pop it out.
You realize if a bear gets you, though, all this is going to do is, give you the satisfaction of getting a last shot in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Dude, Austin looks like a created character right now in a video game. He's got his favorite shirt on. He's got a machete going. It's just, how much did the DLC costume package cost today?
That is pretty awesome. Somebody asked, do I like Philly better or jalapeno popper? Philly's great, but I think I said jalapeno popper at this point. And then for favorite jerky seasoning, it's definitely the Walton's Bold. But if I'm not doing the Walton's Bold, I love the pepper and garlic. It's just... It's different than a lot of the other jerky seasonings in that it almost gives a buttery kind of finish to it, but it's really, really good. So that's what I would say.
I had Philly 2 nights ago. Got some from Walnut Valley. They put Swiss cheese in it and did that because my wife had bought sauerkraut because we had talked about it, and both of us were like, we always remember like being told like, oh, you won't like that, and so like neither of us have had it forever.
Right.
Didn't remember what it was like, so put sauerkraut on the Philly brat. That was amazing.
That seems like a weird combination, Philly brat with sauerkraut. I feel like this would go really well with sauerkraut.
It was still good. They would definitely go really well with this, but honestly, I'd probably put it on about any type of brat. I mean,
okay, fair enough. All right, I'm going to draw September's winner, and then I'll close that. Any suggestions on how to get the natural hog casings to flow off the plastic tube easier? Plastic's always going to be a little bit harder than metal. Best thing I can say is what's probably happening is they're drying out while they're up there. So have a little bowl of water and just occasionally dip your hand in it and kind of run it over the casing a little bit. It'll slide off a lot easier. So that's definitely one way to do it. Just make sure you are actually soaking them long enough in hot enough water. Get really, really hot water. Soak it for 30 minutes. You probably want to replace that water a time or two. Keep it nice and hot.
Or just watch how to make bratwurst.
We just released a reshoot of an old video we did as we continue our goal of slowly replacing all of Austin's videos.
it's horrible. Cutting me out. Somebody the other day was talking about videos, and they were like only talking about John, and it hurt. I was like, I
started this.
People officially don't care about me anymore.
I started this. All right, drawing a winner for September. This person doesn't have to be here, though it would be great if they were. It's Kevin Fersch. Kevin, if you happen to be here, let us know. If not, doesn't matter. We will go ahead and email you on Monday.
For sure.
Well, I don't see any notes in the OneNote about an electric stuffer, which is good, because I see there was at least one quick comment of, quick, give an electric stuffer away while he's gone.
No, we don't have them to give away.
I guess that's true.
Oh.
Everything that we got in
is already gone.
is pre-sold and it's gone.
All right, let's give a shout out to Tracy Barfield subscribing a little bit ago. Thanks for that.
Thank you, Tracy.
As for all you other slackers, I don't know.
Why did
what
that
your
show
excuse
up? What
is.
did we do?
It's on my OBS back here on the
Okay,
panel.
so it's just through your
Yeah,
OBS.
if you subscribe to YouTube or do anything, I think, on there to the channel, I could probably see it from here.
Cool. Well, thank you, Tracy.
Keep it up.
What was September's prize? September's prize was the deer loppers, a fresh seal vacuum sealer, the 10-minute deer skinner, leather apron. What else was on there? Deer and wild game rinse, a couple of seasonings, and something else for
Camo stuff, casing, the
camo hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a couple other things.
A little this, a little that.
The
Yeah.
big ones were the deer loppers and the fresh seal vacuum sealer.
Yeah.
If you aren't first, you're last.
Yeah, dude, that's I said for sure earlier, but I like that.
That's
one
not
better.
bad either, yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Sorry, Kevin. We got Kevin Roberts excited. All right, so a couple of you said that we started early. Yes, we did. It sent out an email yesterday that it was going to be 3 o'clock, as it normally is. Then,
You actually sent an email out?
yeah, last night.
Oh.
Then we did some things saying, we changed the link on the website saying 2:30. Then Austin wanted to make it 2 because he's got to get out of town.
As soon as the live stream is over, I'm running home to grab the wife and kids, and we're driving to Manhattan to
Who do you guys have tomorrow?
go watch football tomorrow. Texas Tech.
Oh, God.
Which it's gonna be interesting. That we're gonna get sidetracked on football. That's fine.
That's
last
totally
week,
fine. But
yeah. Last week, K-State beat OU. Upset. They were number 6 in the country in Norman.
Chris called it too. He's like, they're gonna upset him. I was like, yeah, he had facts though, but please.
Then Texas, the other blue blood favorite child of the Big 12. They lost to Texas Tech.
No.
So now Texas Tech plays K-State, which was deemed by ESPN based off of their TV scheduling and stuff as like the most uninterested game. And now this is like the biggest game of the week in the Big 12.
Sweet.
So
Who else plays tomorrow? I don't think there are any other huge games, are there?
Oh, I'm sure there's
Notre Dame doesn't play, so what does it matter?
well, that's good because you would just get another loss on your resume if you did.
We're
so.
2-2. You're 3-1. Let's come.
Yeah, we also beat the number 6 team in the country.
Okay, awesome. We almost beat the number 2 team, and we didn't almost beat them.
Almost is never good enough. I love that.
I'm with Ben H. He says, "Go Raiders."
What?
Who is anyone still a Raiders fan?
Oh, Texas Tech Raiders.
Oh, okay. No, we can't.
Ridley family says, I assume that's Ridley Farms, but
I read that too.
says, watched the Brat vid with my 10-year-old daughter last night, and she said, when's he actually going to make it? I said, he's explaining tips, and the B-roll clips are showing what he's explaining.
So there's a reason we shoot stuff like that, because when we didn't shoot it separate, it turned into like these 20-30 minute things, and you had to like line up and we only had one camera, so it'd be like, this is the only way to do it. So
Yep.
Anyways, for us, we're glad you explained that to her.
The recent reshoots we've done have been way better than some of the old stuff. We have to keep redoing that. Eventually, I want everything that was in that room gone.
Mm-hmm. This one looks so much better.
It's so much better.
And then when you do that, then I'll finally spring on you the idea to remodel and move the room again. And then you have to just do it all over. No, I don't think we'll be moving anytime soon.
I had this question. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. Just say you sold the company, right? Just say you sold the company, and whoever bought it's like, I want to do something completely different, blah, 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 blah. So you could, like, you're done. You no longer work here. What's one item you would take as like a memento?
From this room particular?
Nope. Anywhere in the building.
Yeah, it's something you don't already own, right? So.
Well, technically,
well,
he owns
that's
everything.
a tough one. Yeah.
Technically, I own it all. Well, I own 25% of it all.
Well, whatever.
Let's see.
A lot of thought going into this.
There's nothing that's really going to be of like real use per se.
Oh no, sentimental value. Is,
yeah,
I think, what you would go for.
Something old.
Your dad's not letting you have the stove.
I would kind of say the stove, yeah, because
we should post about that on social media. Brett had the old stove from his father or his father's father?
His grandpa.
His grandfather's house, like perfectly reconditioned, and it's sitting in our lobby out there. So he's not letting you have that. So that's off.
Oh, that's it. I didn't know that had a storyline behind it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I'll go while you think.
Okay.
I'm taking this table.
Oh, okay. That's not old enough for me. Like, I've
spent more time looking.
You've been here, what, 8 years?
8 or 9, yeah.
8 or 9.
I want the everything but the meat sign back there.
Okay. You could have that. That I looked at it, thought about it.
If it was a touch older, it hadn't been here for that long.
No.
But like besides like a piece of merch, it's like I can't even, like
right. What would
works
you take
for me? So yeah.
To be honest, probably the thing I would take that because it dates back the furthest out of anything I can think of would be the old Pico machine in the back. Because I'm pretty sure that's the same Pico my grandpa had at his house.
What is a Pico machine?
That's what does the really big grinder plates, like the like 12-inch monsters, like the thing up there on the wall. It can do small ones too.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say, in the shed in the back are the huge Walton's letters that used to be on the old.
Those were actually. I need to talk to Josh. He was supposed to be getting people to come put them in.
They're going back up.
Yeah, they'll go back up.
Those are cool. Mm-hmm. So they should be up there for sure.
I want to change my answer. Sony A7S3 over here.
It's sentimental value.
The camera.
Sentimental value.
We're like this.
All right. So, anyways, he's leaving at 4, so we're gonna end right around 4. So just FYI.
Ryan says, "Take John as a personal assistant."
That'd be good.
So what is that I'm your slave for the rest of the. You just give me little
Slave is a
jobs to
strong
do.
word. Could we just call it indentured servant?
Yeah.
assistant to the regional manager. All right, I've lost my chat.
John Belvedere got excited for a minute when I said I was going to Manhattan because he's up from New York. He thought New York City, and he was all set to offer an invite to me and the family, but no,
I've talked
not
about
that
in the past,
Manhattan.
when Kansas State started getting good at football in like the late 90s or whatever 90s, I always thought, I'm like, why is Kansas State in Manhattan? Like, and why is there football? There's no room for it. So it wasn't until much later that I realized, oh, no. There's another Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
That's the type of intelligence level that you're dealing with here. So
That's funny.
all right. Is guns up? That's a Texas Tech thing, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very much with everybody who wants Texas Tech to win this game.
Oh, come on.
I need you to have another loss.
Oh, okay. It's just for that fact.
Yeah.
Because I was just telling you the other day, like, I don't root against Notre Dame because usually they're not in a conference.
This year you should.
They play other teams. I don't have to root against you. My record's already better, and we're just going to keep that up.
Sure.
But Notre Dame plays other teams, other conferences I don't like, and other teams I usually don't like. So I root for Notre Dame because they're usually playing people I hate more.
All right. Let's draw some jerky seasoning. Some jerky and some seasoning. I'm having trouble finding a way around my browser tabs today. I got to close some of these. Oh, I did order the vegan starter kit from PETA.
Sweet.
On our podcast.
Did the podcast come out today? I don't remember getting the notification.
I just got sent the link.
Okay. It just came out. On our podcast, we were talking about some strike that PETA is planning on going on. Listen to the podcast for more on that. But Austin was looking at it and goes, they will send you a free vegan starter kit. So I ordered one. I put it under Juanita Trem. I think Juanita Trem is my name on that. Yeah. And I put my home address. So, all right, jerky and seasoning. Winners. And go. Jacqueline James. Let us know you're here. You've got about 5 minutes to claim your winnings. If not, we'll redraw it and move on. There was something else I was just about to say, and it's fled my mind. It was going to be important. What we were talking about right before that. Juanita Tremblay. Podcast. Nope, it's gone.
I don't know.
Tour. It's probably can change the world too. Go for another Mountain Dew. Go for more jerky. That's what they're saying I would be to you.
Oh.
Dough tags. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. I haven't looked at chat in a little bit.
I do feel like you would, not to prop you up too much, but you'd be a waste as a gopher. I would at least make you into my personal sausage chef or something.
Thank you. Yeah, Patrick and I were talking about it the other day. It's like, what is something we were talking about Travis. It's like, what is there anything you're good enough to do to like be a guide at? And we're like,
no. Me, no. I don't know.
We're like, oh, no, yeah. Making sausage. Like, that would be.
Show you how to watch TV on a couch. Other than that, I don't know.
Okay. I think I'm all the way caught up on that. All right. So this has a little bit of a funny story behind it. This is not one of our vacuum sealers, but it is one we sold to the Bel Air Police Department. So the entire story is the Bel Air Police Department, when they make a drug bust, they have to package up the drugs. So they apparently made a rather large bust, and they started packaging up drugs. They were done, thought they smelled something funny, and left the room. When they came back, they had this. So this whole side is all melted together. When I tried to pull it apart, the whole thing broke off. Instead of where it was melted, breaking apart, it just broke off the lid. So this is a good representation of why you should pay attention to whatever the sausage or vacuum sealer's cool down time is, and why you should respect that, because you don't want that happening. I just found it funny.
There is a lot of heat running through those seal wires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. John. Nope, I had it. The Juanita is coming to my home address. Occasionally we'll do like research on another company. Like we want to see how they're packaging something. So we'll order things. And I'm always a little paranoid that people are going to see the addresses here and just not send it. So I always have it sent at home. That's probably way overthinking it. Like probably way overthinking it. But I just don't want something weird to happen and be like, oh.
Yeah. Same.
Compressed air is hot? No, compressed air is cold, isn't it?
I assume. I mean,
yeah. Well, okay. Maybe if you just compress air, it creates heat.
If you compress
But I'm thinking of like when you take the compressed air and you turn it upside down, you freeze things. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you compress something hard enough, it will turn from a gas to a liquid, from a liquid to a solid, right? It gets cooler. Like that's why like propane in the container, isn't it like liquidy?
It's liquid.
And it comes out as gas because it's compressed inside there. So it's maybe not necessarily a cold thing. It may not be cold. Because you can also, I don't think it has to do with temperature, because you can also make water boil at room temperature under a vacuum. So it just has to do with the pressure, that there's really no temperature change to it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sinister says it's hot
No.
in the tank.
Yeah.
Not to your release.
Just a Cal guy says, nope.
Hold on.
The
there.
compressing
I
of air
love-
generates heat. Heats up, heats up. My vacuum sealer gets real hot.
Not until you
Okay.
release it.
John is a master at competitive espionage. I would be the worst spy of literally all time. One, I can't really keep my mouth shut. And I get real nervous real easy. So none of those things are going to work for being a spy. I did, who was it? Did Jacqueline respond? Did anyone see Jacqueline? I don't see Jacqueline.
I don't see anything.
Okay. Kind of looks like just a, but I think it's just the letters look similar. Yeah, we actually met Sinister MD, and I feel like the name gives not a negative, but very nice guy. Very nice guy. Seemed very trusting. So he's not sinister at all. So aside from this, I'm sure everyone cares about this immensely. I have reduced my energy drinks to one a day, and I'm now drinking nothing other than water. I had this one because I was fading bad. So I had Patrick run and I bought him a piece of pizza if he'd get this for me. But I don't feel any different, really. I might go back to drinking a bunch of energy drinks. It doesn't seem like drinking a bunch of water hasn't like made me lose weight or anything.
As long as you drink enough water with it, probably
We're all
fine.
going to die from something.
Nah.
You're just going to die from a caffeine overdose when you're 52 years old.
Sounds not good. I was about to say sounds good. I did buy a quarter of beef. Should be ready in November, I think is when they said it was going to be ready. I'm getting a Heinz split quarter. So I've been eating a ton of KC strip steaks recently. I'm actually finding I like those more than ribeyes. So that is the way I apparently can get the most ribeyes, or sorry, KC strip steaks from it. Now, we've talked about this on some podcasts, but I don't think we've talked about it on a live stream. Have we?
Mm-mm.
Okay. In the last month or maybe 2 months, I have been cheating on Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. And I've been creating my own rub. It is started out by me just adding something to Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. I was taking one ingredient and adding it. But we've kind of started having some of our own like specific line of seasonings. And this one I think is good enough that it deserves entry into that. I mean, it's a steak seasoning good enough that I prefer it over Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub now. I need more people to try it. I can't try it on my wife because it has an ingredient on it that she's like allergic to. So we can't try that. It's a super simple. It's got like, it'll have like 4 ingredients probably, maybe 1 or 2 other things, but most likely it'll be like 3 or 4 ingredients. And they are the best steaks I've ever cooked. I don't know how to like get that across with the correct amount of gravity to it, but these are the best steaks I've ever cooked. Like every time I'm making one, I'm like, that's the best steak I've ever had. Every time. It's amazing. There's some problems with one of the ingredients. We don't know how we're doing labeling yet. We're not sure. I mean, it's nothing like, I'm not putting meth in there.
It's not cocaine.
There's no cocaine in this. But we don't know exactly how we're going to go about one specific thing. I'm trying to find a replacement that's not as interesting, I guess, is a way to say it. But, yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, we'll have some taste testing here at Walton's, and then we'll send it to Excalibur and have them whip us up a sample, see if we like it. And then the label could get real interesting. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm. So while you were talking, I just drew another winner.
Okay.
So for my, I don't even know what you call it, my annual, what would be monthly? I don't know.
Your monthly.
My monthly
Your
deal.
monthly.
I feel like, there's yearly.
My 12 annual.
Yearly, and then there's annual. So there's monthly, and there's something else. I don't know.
Huh. Lunar? There you go. Your lunar drawing.
Nonetheless, Martin Ochoa, you got 5 minutes to respond to get your free leather apron.
It's the leftover drugs that were in the police vac sealer. So, for people who are in the Wichita area, one of our favorite podcasts is The Flush, Stories from the Field. They, a couple times a year, do like a live podcast thing. And they're a lot of fun to listen to. We thought we would try maybe something similar here in Wichita, but we obviously have a bunch of things to figure out first. Most importantly is, would anyone be interested in show up for it? We'd probably do it at a restaurant with a bar attached, and just allow anyone to come in. We would invite guests up, people who are in the audience, anyone who wants to come up, ask a question, share a story, anything like that. It would probably be like a 2-ish hour event, like half-hour setup, hour and a half, somewhere hour and a half recording, and then half hour just like hang out after. Now, because we want to be better than them, we're also going to try and do it as a live stream. So it would be like a live stream podcast, something like that. Don't know. We don't even have really any great idea of where we would do it. So the first thing to know is, for people in Wichita, is that something you'd be interested in? We made a Meatgistics post on it that hopefully I can find real easily because I just made it. And I'll post that in here.
We already have questions about it. Ryan is saying Walton's who is picking up the bar tab, and I already have the answer to that.
Us.
There's a Meatgistics user who graciously volunteered to pick that up, and he goes by Tech77. No. John and I kind of talked about that. We're probably not gonna, well, not that specifically, but something related. We're probably not gonna pick up the whole bar tab, but we may like buy like a bunch of appetizers or something, do something a part of it, but we're not gonna pay for everything.
Because we also, I mean, if we're having this at a restaurant, we need some way to like allow them or have them allow us to do it. So saying like, hey, we're going to buy all these appetizers for everyone to eat. They will also buy drinks and maybe more food. That'd be a good way to do it. Did your guy respond?
Yes.
Okay. So you're good. Jacqueline never responded as far as I'm able to see.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. J. Borger J. Whatever.
Draw for burn. Sealer and contents.
Yeah. Is there anything left over in there? Have we checked?
Why do you think I ripped that thing open? I was obviously looking to see if any drugs spilled into the little mini chamber. In there.
I'm sure they wouldn't give it to us with drugs still in there, though.
They never would have been able. Well, yeah, that's true. But I mean, they wouldn't have known because they couldn't open it.
All I know is don't carry that in your car and get a speeding ticket or anything crazy, because if they have a drug dog come check you out.
What are you doing?
Ooh.
Drugs.
Sniff it.
No. It almost looks like it's bleach that like stained the foam. No, it's not. It's some sort of hard powdered substance. It's drugs.
Great.
Yeah, I really do think that's what it is. No, we'll get in touch with Bel Air police about that.
Ryan says Texas broke. They better take food stamps.
All right, I am redrawing the Jacqueline, and that was for seasoning and jerky. Repick win. All right. You did Martin or Ochoa. That was you, right? All right. Alicia Hunsaker. Alicia, let us know you're here. Yeah, that's a good point. I just touched it. Joe Hell says, hopefully it's not fentanyl. So if I start acting real weird in the next couple of minutes.
They wouldn't have given that to us if it was fentanyl.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, they would have disposed of that another way. I thought I knew what drugs they were using it for. Did you get that part of it?
No.
Okay. I think it was just marijuana.
Well, somebody said dope, but that doesn't mean just marijuana.
And I'm not getting this firsthand information, so I don't know for sure. But if it was marijuana, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, thank you.
You're gonna be fine.
I'll be okay.
Wait, so am I crossing out Jacqueline?
Yes. Hold on. David Crockett says, congratulations, honey, great win. Alicia, pardon me. Do you know her? All right, cool. Alicia is here. So yeah, put Alicia in over Jacqueline. Who's the gopher now? Do it, I say, Austin.
Yes, sir.
Do it now. All right, what else do we have for updates from the website? You and I are going to sit down and redo the shipping rules, but that's not terribly interesting. We're changing a bunch of category stuff for SEO ranking. That's not interesting. They don't want to hear about that.
I don't know.
It's important, though.
Yeah.
Oh, we went down for 15 minutes yesterday. If that's fun.
Was that our own fault?
Yes.
Was it? Dang.
Yep. We figured out what the problem was, though. So we use something called Stencil that allows us to make like code edits on the back end, and then it shows that it's working. So it's like almost like a test environment. We also work with a company that does like the harder coding stuff for us, and the person here who is doing it made a change. It got overwritten by the company we use, so she redid it, copied it, and then she copied one line too low, so it was missing literally a comma.
Really?
A comma took down our entire website.
Wow.
For 15 minutes yesterday. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Luckily, I saw it almost right away. Within minutes, I had Dylan had emailed me, and I was in touch with BigCommerce, Rizzolio and whatever. So we got it back up fairly quickly. Yeah, eRiv, they normally do start at 3. Sorry, we tried to send out a couple of emails, put a link at the top. Austin had some more important things that he has to get done today.
Equally important.
Equally important. Oh. Why did Ryan Jones bring up the assault gun? Because I just looked down and I was literally thinking I should shoot you as a penalty.
I hope not with an assault gun.
You
have
assault gun.
Okay.
Comments are strong. Yes, they are. Wichita Brewing Event Center would be a nice place for the live stream. I mean, it definitely would. Yeah, no, nothing. That definitely would. We could definitely reach out to them. I mean, we have a relationship with them. They've been here to do things in the past.
I've been to the WBC restaurant, but not the event centers. The event center still like served food and drinks and everything.
Oh, I don't know.
I would assume so, but
WBC Event Center. Nobody go to this link now, but when we're done here, everybody save this. I showed my favorite YouTube video of all time with some of the people in the media room the other day. So just wait until we're done, but this is well worth it. Make sure I'm on the right one. Yep, this is it. What was I doing? Got sidetracked there. All right, don't click that link yet. Do it later. It's well worth it. Food truck at a brewing center would work. Hey, they have a bar across the street. We could do it there.
yeah, I didn't think about that.
We could do it there.
Uh-huh.
So we're right across the street from House of Schwam. I don't remember why I was looking. Oh, because of your dad's idea. I was looking for breweries around here, and it came up over there. I'm like, that's not a brewery. So I like clicked on images of like a fairly nice bar inside, and they have like a area for tables and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've been in there for events before. The last one was like a conservation banquet. It might have been like Safari Club, or it wasn't like Pheasants Forever.
Okay.
It was one of the other more obscure one. I don't remember what it was, but they do let people
rent it, use it.
Yeah.
All right, so we could try that. That could work. Right across the street from us is the House of Schwam. That's who we're talking about, that they have a bar. And
House of Schwann's the Budweiser distributor for the Wichita area here.
That got us a strike. Ridley Family is saying John's actual favorite video is him and Austin in the "Wow, you can really dance" thing. That got us a strike. Somebody here just took videos of Austin and I and made our mouths and heads bop to that "Wow,
Scary.
you can really dance."
That was just a picture, I believe.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That was really good. Can I find that? Did we take? No, we didn't get a strike. We got a copyright strike.
Yeah, I think it was a music.
Yeah, so it's a nothing. It's a nothing. We've actually never gotten a strike.
We get notices occasionally for stuff that we use off of whatever that other platform is.
I know, which
and then
is weird.
we can, we
But
have
they're
the
nothings.
license to use
Yeah,
it, so it's
they're
fine.
nothings.
But
I do feel like we got maybe on a list of we don't like them so much because the two of us both went a little insane at the beginning of
I just saw
COVID.
a comment get deleted unless it was by the user.
What was it?
It's talking about Hitler and Darth Vader. Really quick. I swear to God. I was staring at it. I go, what is that?
It says message retracted. So
Yeah. Probably not meant for you guys. He's
Wait.
probably talking to someone else.
I don't even see anything.
it's at the very, very bottom.
Oh, I don't see it because I'm logged in as me, not Walton's, so I can't see that
you
it's
don't
been
have
retracted.
admin.
Gotcha. Thomas Rott says, or different flavored brats. What's that in response to?
Sometimes it confuses me because, I say we're like 10, 20 seconds behind. People
know.
will comment, and then I'm like, I don't remember what we talked about 20 seconds ago.
Or different. Maybe he's saying like serve different flavored brats there. Which if we did it at House of Schwam, they don't have. Like they're not trying to sell anybody food or anything. So we could make.
We could probably make a bunch of something, and yeah.
So that could work. That might be the best of all worlds because we'll have our products. Like people can try. We'll make different flavor. Probably just fresh sausage since it's easiest. Yeah, I like this idea more.
Bring the smoke wagon over there.
Bring the smoke wagon over there.
This is
or just put the smoke wagon over here and.
We're going to have tickets for the event to reserve seats then. Because this is going to end up being, like, I don't think we're going to have a problem getting people there. Because people that aren't Meatgistics members and, super into it, they'll still go. Right. So we'll have to make sure we open it up first to Meatgistics members.
And people who, like, want to come up and either ask a question, tell a story, or something like that. Otherwise, it's just going to be you and me and Brett talking. And while that's fun, it's not kind of what we're going for.
I like the idea of House of Schwan, though.
Yeah, I do too. Patrick, what was my idea with the catalog or the calendar the other day and donate all the proceeds to Wichita Air Capital Flyers?
I forget. It was I feel like we were looking at someone else's calendar. I can't remember what. Sausage? Oh, it was just like.
I don't think it was sausage.
It wasn't. Because we started laughing. Like, well, we don't want to go that
It's
direction.
not that one, right.
Yeah, it was it was dogs or something, right? Yeah, it was beauty. No, because we'd mentioned that idea before.
Yeah, we thought about that a while ago.
Somewhere in between.
All right,
there's
we'll get it.
Calendar idea. I just don't imagine what it would be if it wouldn't be product or people or a dog. So you're on your own.
I think they meant brats.
Okay.
There you go. That makes sense. Somebody here was saying they were in Florida earlier. I left a message hoping that they're okay.
I haven't paid attention, probably should, to what's gone on there the last few days. I try not to watch as much news as I used to, but I saw a time-lapse video of like the water coming in and like flooding somewhere. I don't know exactly which city it was in, but it was intense.
Yeah.
It was a lot of freaking water.
Yeah, and then it turned into just a tropical storm, and then it turned back into a hurricane and is on its way to South Carolina now. So going to be a lot of problems. Central Standard Brewery would be good.
Could be good or bad that it's outside. That's going to be a Patrick deal to figure out. We were talking about the mics and the audio situation. Would it be better outside, inside?
I kind of...
Yeah, Dustin, we're kind of East Siders, though. He says do it on the West Side.
Ooh, it's not going West Side.
Where is the PF event?
Chang's?
The Cotillion?
It is the Cotillion.
Yeah.
So if you're Dustin, November 3rd, Pheasants Forever is having its yearly banquet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was an easy word to come up with.
I forget about that, but when we're at like local events like stuff like that, we ought to post on Meatgistics.
People are obviously would love to see you there. You can see me spend way too much money trying to win another gun. So.
I'm gonna have to be careful. So my wife is coming this year. I'm gonna have to control the spending.
I was gonna say you could give me money and I'll buy stuff for you, but then I would just say that I bought that ticket. There's no way to.
That's mine. I'm gonna hand Leo like a stack of cash. Tell him to go around.
His son called me Uncle John a couple weeks ago. So Ryan, your big thing was that you wouldn't let me use Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. That's no longer an issue, so I'm down whenever.
Ooh.
Down whenever.
I am ready to referee this thing, assuming I get invited to referee.
Yeah, well, of course, we need somebody to taste test. All right. So all four of these people, except Adam Pauly, he never responded, right?
No, I never saw him.
No.
Oh, did he not?
He never responded. I said we were going to draw a safe one, and then I got distracted because it was somebody we knew.
So I'm scratching him out?
Yeah, leave it on there, but scratch it out.
I always leave it on there.
Okay. I'm going to repick this win. It is for a BHA ones if you wanted, if you're a BHA member or you like them more than you like Meatgistics. Forrest ships. I don't know what he ships, but Forrest ships. Let us know you're here. Congratulations. And again, everybody who wins will get whatever prize they're getting, plus they will get a Mojo zesty citrus garlic seasoning, which is phenomenal on fish, chicken. Specifically, I love it on shrimp and whitefish, like a cod. Really good on a cod.
So Rafter says that you and Tex need to meet at his house on neutral soil to do the cook-off.
No.
Wouldn't be opposed as long as if it's at somebody else's house and not like here. If they allow us to record, we have to get a literally we have to get a written. I'm bringing
my camp chef. I'm not dealing with anyone else's grill. I have it perfected. All right, but no, I got something to say. Forrest is here. Awesome. Congratulations, Forrest. One thing to notice on these, I don't have this problem, but we did have somebody here who has this problem. When you're putting on and off the lid, because they twist on, don't hold it from the handle. Hold it by the canister. Now, Austin hasn't had this problem with this one, but he did have the problem with an earlier version.
Yours is looser than mine, so I'm doing good so far.
Okay, cool. I was doing it initially from that. So mine's probably more I drop it from time to time though, because I'm not a careful person.
I drop it all the time. I think I've told the story before, but I bought my groomsmen and brother-in-laws all like nice tumblers with their names engraved on them when I got married.
Yeah, it's your white one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And my white one is now sitting in my china cabinet because it's beat up. It's got dents. It's got the paint coming off of it, or not paint, but whatever, like powder coating.
Sure.
I mean, it looks abused. I've broken the lids on it. I bought like a 10-pack of lids because I'd drop it and break the lid, and I'm like, new lid. My brother, his looks pristine. Yeah. Looks like it hasn't been used, but he uses it all the time. And then another friend of mine, Justin, his last time I saw his, it looks fantastic. I'm like, how do you guys not like? I don't know. I didn't think I was clumsy.
Yeah, no.
But I don't know. I'm abusive to tumblers.
I'm hard on it. Clothes, shoes, cars, everything. Just hard on things.
Yeah.
So. But no, Joe Hell earlier said that KC strips and New York strips can't match a ribeye. I just don't think I agree anymore. The spinalis, which is the cap of the ribeye, is absolutely one of the best, most delicious pieces of meat there is. The rest of the ribeye, I mean, I like them. I do. But there's so much fat in it. I really am recently just preferring like a little bit leaner cut of steak. There's still plenty of fat in a good KC strip steak. There's enough marbling. As long as you cook it correctly, it'll be nice and tender and juicy. Yeah, just like it a little bit better.
Wrong.
Are you saying that to Neil?
Beets are better. No, I was talking to you.
Joe Hell says, I stand by that statement. I mean, he is a butcher, so... Yeah, Forrest, on Monday, we will send everybody who won an email. I'll get your email address or your physical addresses, and we'll get them shipped out to you. Israel and Rebecca Warren says, buy me a plane ticket from the bush in Alaska. I'll come to your event. I will trade with you. I will go to the bush in Alaska while you come here. Actually, I'll probably just hide from bears the whole time. Did you see the video of the bear? So these people are all on a hike. Like it's obviously a well-traveled trail. And you just hear people kind of screaming. And then you hear, it's going for the goat. It's going for the goat. And someone goes, awesome. And then you see this big old white mountain goat come running by. And like maybe 20 feet behind it is a big old grizzly bear chasing it down. It is awesome. You don't see the finish to it, but it's pretty cool.
Do bears eat goats?
Bears eat anything. But yes, absolutely bears eat. Bears eat a ridiculous number of moose calves, elk calves, deer, I think that's
Really?
mainly it. But yeah, a bear will run like 35, 40 miles an hour uphill. So good luck outrunning those things. They are a monster. If they did not exist and you tried to describe it to somebody, they'd go, that's fantasy. Nothing like that exists. It's like, no, they stand about 11 feet tall. They've got swords for hands. You know, their fangs are huge.
For some reason, I picture bears eating berries. I know. Or fish. I see them I always see like them in a river doing that. I just never pictured that they were going to eat like a large game animal.
So there's a grizzly bear and a brown bear, I guess basically the same thing. A grizzly is a brown bear that is basically like landlocked. It doesn't have access to the ocean. So the grizzlies don't have that easy meat right there. So they are more like aggressive. They're more hunter. They go after more like land animals. But yeah, no, any bear eats berries and like anything it can get its hands on. When they come out of hibernation, one of the first things they'll start doing is flipping over rocks on like rock slides, and they're looking for moth. It's either moth larvae or like moths that like stick to the bottom of rocks during the days, and they just eat those like crazy because they have tons of protein.
That's weird. Like if you're able and you can take down a goat or a deer, why are you going after that? Let's just go after the big game.
The only thing I can think of is they're like, I just woke up from 3 months of sleep. So they're kind of like wasted a little bit.
Yes, that's true. Wake up in the middle of the night and I go to the fridge and grab whatever's available.
Shredded cheese.
But when I'm awake, I go cook a steak.
So Israel and Rebecca Warren say, come visit, shoot a moose, do a video about turning into sausage broths. Contact me.
You're going to turn into like Nick Jr.
I would 100% go do that. I've been wanting to get to Alaska for a long time. Ben H., which bear is better, brown or black bear? Well, there's alternating theories on that. Wrong. Or no, he says false.
Yeah.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. That is a good pull there. Yes, Woods Butcher says I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun whoever I'm with. So there was some lady got eaten off South Africa the other day.
Shark?
Great white shark.
Yeah, not just by a person, by a shark.
And then there was an article the next day saying that South African government is trying to lure great whites closer to the shore. Initially, I read the article, I read the first paragraph. I'm like, oh no, they're talking about the orcas who are hunting great whites. So the great whites are coming closer to the shore. I was like, that makes sense. No, the government's luring them in closer to protect their shark diving industry. Like they have a big industry. You go out in a cage and see a great white. So the orcas are killing great whites, so the great whites are leaving. They're trying to keep the great whites there. So
interesting.
You're killing your citizens.
That lady was in waist deep water too.
Black bear cub had climbed a tree right next to my head. Yeah, Joe, that's good that there's no mama nearby. But black bears are I had a friend in New Jersey whose golden retriever would tree black bears like crazy. Like they're kind of cowardly. I mean, I wouldn't want to mess with one, obviously.
They're only half monsters.
Yes. They're soft monsters. J. Michael Kaminsky is the reason that I have all of the Dow Strong knives, which that Shogun series is. Just FYI. Always hunt with someone you can outrun. That is a good rule. I'm going to start abiding by that. Are you coming to the governor's hunt?
I don't remember when it was. I haven't looked into it deeply enough, and I don't remember what it was. But I don't know. I'm usually not in for stuff during that time of year because everything else is so crazy that there's some things there's some things I can't say no to. And I don't like being
It's November
insanely
18th.
busy. November 18th.
Return Sunday. So you leave Friday, come back Sunday. Maybe
Potentially.
leave Thursday.
I'll have to talk with my wife.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't talk to my wife at all before I just said yes. Yeah, oh well. She'll be fine for a weekend.
Yeah, to be honest, I would.
My dog's a protector.
This may sound bad. I'm not like asking. I wouldn't ask my wife as much like for my wife because my wife can survive on her own.
Yeah.
But it's the kids.
Yeah, of course.
They're like,
Of course.
I can't leave her. Like I feel bad just leaving her with the kids
Yep.
and be like, I'm gonna go have some fun.
Yeah, I understand that.
So.
You have to understand that though this was not the intent, my dogs are now children. Mm-hmm. They have like when we had Riggins, I was very much like, no, he's a dog. Stop treating him like a child. And then something happened when we got Brutus as a puppy, and I think it's because he got so big so quick, and it was just like still puppy but huge, and I was just like, oh no, yeah, I definitely shoot somebody to save your life.
Yeah. The nice thing about dogs is that you can just take them to,
Riggins can, Brutus can't.
take them to a daycare.
He just refuses to get into the like cage, and he just pancakes, and then it's over. Nobody's moving him. You would need a forklift to get up underneath him. He is obscenely large.
Our dog now, Yam, we're gonna be gone for a few days in October, and sent out a meeting cancellation, by the way.
That's all.
Yeah. So then, and with Yam, we probably won't take her to daycare, vet, anything.
Just let her out.
She's enough on her own. She's got an auto feeder, auto water.
There you go.
And she's content to just go by herself.
All right. I don't know how to do this. I drew another winner for jerky and seasoning. I only have a first name.
What?
Yeah.
Thought you had to put a first and last name in.
And it just has a first name.
Where city he's from?
Dustin. You only entered a first name. Respond, letting us know what city you're from too, and we'll use that to verify whether you're here or not.
May not be absolute. I mean, too, that city is based off of your IP, which can be wrong.
No.
Or if he's going through a VPN, or he's on a corporate network, or
Well, we can't do all of that. Joe Nelson, yes. Grizzly Man is the best unintentional comedy movie of all time. Of all time.
there is a Dustin in the chat right now. I will say that.
No, I've never heard a bear snap or pop their jaws, but I'm going to need to hear that. That's got to be a terrifying noise. Do we know it's Dustin Goats, though?
Nope.
Dustin, that's a... The best bear gun is a 22. Kneecap your hunting companion. Yeah, right. It could be... I've not heard of this, but I will look up what the Maine lobster ban from California is. I'm assuming they banned the import of...
I thought you said band, and I was like, oh, I've never heard of them either. I thought, like, rock lobster. John was at the beach.
Ridley, yeah, I'm sorry. We meant drinking tumblers. We have no... Actually, is that true?
Express? No, we don't have an express.
No, I don't think we've... I think I have a subscription notice on that, and...
No, they came back in stock because we sold a ton of them right away.
No, we
No, they're
haven't.
still
We haven't.
inactive.
We
Yeah.
haven't shipped one for 12 months.
Okay. Oh, I'm thinking of the KMV.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, those used to be a great deal. They used to be...
Everything used to be a great deal and no longer is.
They were $1,100 for that tumbler,
Which
it was
is
amazing.
So the KMV, if no one's seen it, I'll go get it. I'm going to show it to you guys.
Sweet tumbler, though. It's all stainless steel. I mean, $1,100 is still a lot, don't get me wrong. But for what it was amazing. Now they're like $1,900. It's just it's kind of depressing to see where prices on everything, specifically equipment, has gone over the past 2.5 years, basically COVID. I mean, when COVID started, that's when everything just started.
Did you ever like sell anything, and then years later it like went up like a percentage where you're just like, oh my god, we lost so much money on that? Like,
I don't know. Nothing comes to mind.
yeah, because the times of that, yeah. My hobbies are more like vinyl records, so it's like if you hear a song at the right time, it's just like, oh man, that just went up $100. So I hear him wheeling it in. Yeah.
Can you turn it so it looks over here?
Yeah, sure.
So you'll get bonus other commercial equipment we'll show as well. So this is the KMV tumbler. Super simple to operate. It's got 2 settings, vacuum. This goes on top of the canister. You hook the hose up to this. It pulls almost all the air out of there, and then you set it to tumbling. This rotates, tumbles all your meat in there. Tumbling does a few things. One, the vacuum prevents your solution from foaming up and helps pull the muscles or the fibers of the muscle apart a little bit. It's got these.
Here for goodies.
Sorry.
Not
It's
on
got
that.
these scoops in it. Just realized they might not be able to hear what I'm saying.
Oh, there you go.
It's got these scoops in it that as it goes around, pick up the meat. Then when it gets to the top, it drops them down. Now that impact energy is also tenderizing and loosening the muscle of the meat. It's also called mechanical energy. All in all, it helps whatever solution you're trying to get into your meat, get into it faster, more efficiently, and more fully. When we make our tender jerky, this is what we use. They were at one point affordable for the home user. They are now, how much are they?
I want to say 18 or 1900.
So they've close to doubled in price in the last 2 years. So that's that. But we also have bonus pieces of commercial equipment because they were on the bottom of the cart. We have the Z-Linker. So this is something you can use if you want. I should turn it around.
2336.
So it is more than doubled in price.
No,
No,
for
for
that went up even more. Holy crap.
Well, then there's your answer to my question earlier. That's the thing that went up ridiculously.
No, it's still the PK100.
Oh,
PK100 is $2,700 now.
that's $28.99.
So it's $2,900. Used to be.
It used to be $1,200.
Was it even $1,200?
It was $1,200. I'm pretty
I
sure
thought it was
like
$10.90. Anyways, but yeah, that's gone up more. Oh, that couldn't have felt good.
Wow.
That could not have felt good.
Patrick just
Ladies and
totally
gentlemen,
jacked himself.
Patrick is down. Talk about getting a workman comp.
It's like I meant to do it. I went, and then you lift your knee, and then that goes right there.
There were no loud swear words,
Yeah,
so
that's good.
it couldn't have been that
Probably
bad.
better than what I did
Just
or
fixing
would have
my
done.
pant leg never again.
This is the Z-Linker. You would have a long rope of sausage. You would feed it in through here, and then you turn this handle. So as you turn the handle, it's pulling the sausage through, and then it's got these clasps. No, what are these called? I know what these are
They
called.
like cut it off. Don't
Calipers?
They? Yeah.
No, that's not right either. Clippers. It's got these little clippers that as you turn it, they close.
This sausage rides a Ferris wheel.
So
and then by the time it's over the top of it, it cuts
gets
it into a link.
to right there. It cuts it. So it's going to crimp it and cut it. So if you have collagen, this is a good way to get it to stay sort of closed. It's not going to stay as closed as if you linked a natural casing, but it'll stay sort of closed. And you can do large amounts with it really fast, and they'll all be uniform size. You can buy different size bearings for this. Bearings isn't the right word, but that's what we're going to go with. So you can either make them 4 inches or 5 or like 4.5 or 5 1/4 inches, something like that.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of good footage because it goes that fast.
Yeah.
Like honestly, he was.
It's
like,
hard to shoot
He
well.
had 5 pounds once, and we were done in 60 seconds.
Gone. And then
Oh, that's cool. What do you got here?
we won't show that part. I
All
don't
right,
like it.
well,
So
go sit
that's
back
that.
down.
So Z-Linkers are only $1,500.
Is this the Z-Linker or the Cub though?
Well,
I feel like this is the actual Z-Linker.
that might be the Z-Linker, and
And the
the Cub is the one that we normally sell. So
I think I shattered my femur.
So that was fun. We should start bringing in a piece of commercial equipment each time.
Oh my god, it's already
Talking about it.
Bring in the roll stock next time.
Well, that won't fit in here. We won't get that through the door.
You don't think it'll fit through the door?
No.
I bet it's
too
less than
big.
3 feet wide. It's long.
There's no way that's fitting through the door.
Can the door come off? It just has to fit through the frame? Because I bet it's
door
less than
could come
36
off.
inches.
Okay. All right, we could try.
Yeah.
We could try.
We should have a show where you guys just like argue and split hairs the whole time. It's like, it's whatever. 1,200, 1,100, 3 feet, 2
Whatever
feet,
it
whatever.
is.
Yeah, that's close enough. Yeah.
220, 221, whatever it takes. All right. So we've got. Get to OneNote. So far we've given away 1 jerky and seasoning. You gave away your leather apron. We still have to give the Meatgistics cooler. Let's draw another winner for jerky.
I have 2 on the jerky.
You do?
Alicia and Dustin.
Oh, okay.
And then leather apron was Martin. Tumbler, Jimmy, Forrest.
Okay.
Does that make that
Yeah,
sound right?
yep.
Okay.
I just don't see the second on jerky. It's because it's not updating on mine for whatever reason. It always does that. Oh, before we get to that, out of 19 millimeter 3 packs, 19 millimeter smoked collagen 3 packs, cheddar cheese 1-pounders, quick patty makers, boning knives. Oh, I said I was going to give away boning knives too. And a chef's knife. What would everyone like to see us put on sale for the next hour or so? Drawing 2 winners. The first person responding gets their choice between a Walton's boning knife and a Walton's chef knife, or jerky and seasoning. Second person will get whatever left over. All right, we've got. I'll put them in the chat before I say anything. All right, so we've got John Belvedere and Dave Tesh. First person to respond gets to choose which of the 2 they want. Gary Ty says all of it, need it all. All right, casings, boning knife, chef's knife, boning knife. I need a grinder. Number 12 grinder is on sale for $100 off right now. Good afternoon, Frank. Knives. Okay, so John is choosing the knives. Got it. Put chef's knife on sale. Okay, so can you write down John Belvedere, boning and chef Walton's knife? Commercial tumblers, 50% off. So the Waltons, I'm talking about the Waltons boning and the Waltons chef knife. But it seems like most people are wanting, I would say, knives mostly. All right, so let's get that going. Keep an eye out for Dave while I do this, please. No,
Okay.
I already did this.
Ryan, I'm going to get my zombie knife in past security tomorrow because I have a special pass. I have a special entrance and a special pass that no one else is allowed to go to.
You're going to get arrested.
He's got a pass.
Wichita man tackled that.
Nope, he's got a pass.
All right. Products. What are they? All right. We are putting retail. All right, the Walton chef knife is usually $13.99 for the next hour. We're gonna make it $10.99. The boning knives is it doing that? It's only giving me 2 of the colors. Must be... It only wants to give me the green and yellow. That's why. Why are the old boning knives even still on the site? Don't worry about it.
Sinister MD says Austin has a past like Ron Swanson. It just says, I can do what I want.
This just says I can do what I want. There it is. All right. Boning knives are usually $11.99. We will make them $9.99 and $9.99.
Tomorrow's breakfast is breakfast burritos and fruit.
At the game?
Yeah, one of the guys. We stay over behind the Grain Science building.
Knives are on sale.
One of our other friends has a RV spot over there, and I think he's bringing breakfast burritos over in the morning, and we're bringing fruit.
Who wanted the grinder? Somebody said they wanted a grinder. 10-inch slicer.
Sonora bound.
Sonora bound. Sonora, what size grinder were you looking at? Andrew Babel says 10-inch slicer is on sale. I need one. Well, if it is on sale, this would seem like the perfect time to buy one then.
Sinister, we're never eating smoked beaver tail ever again. It's not happening.
Yeah, the 10-inch slicer is $70 off. 70 cents wouldn't be much of a deal. But is boning knife the same as fillet knife? No. So a boning knife is going to have some rigidity to it and have a little bit thicker and more curved of a blade. A fillet knife is going to be thinner and a lot of bounce to it to allow it to more easily manipulate in there. Don't we have something you can buy, spend X and get a free hat? Pretty sure that's still going.
I don't know if it's still active.
Hold on. Storefront. Promotions. Free hat. Okay, so there's a free hat or shirt over $300, but that's turned off. There's another one that's free hat over $75. So for the next hour, I will re-add that. Make it spend over $50 and get a free hat. So you're going to have to add it to your cart. Should be any of our hats. You can. Patrick's very excited by this.
It's like you're adding
weirdly
stuff. It's like the Jack Nicholson anger management, just slowly.
It's creepy.
Nods his head.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It scared me. All right. Still looking for. So Steve, if you go to waltons.com/win, if you scroll down, for this one /live, scroll down, there's a Gleam giveaway. You can enter through that way, and we just draw winners right from there. We also do a monthly giveaway. That's at waltons.com/win.
Andrew's asking if our knives are comparable to Victorinox. I would say they are somewhat comparable. The hard thing is, I don't want to knock our own brand, but at the same time, like, you have to give props to Victorinox because they've been around forever, and it is like the go-to knife in the commercial meat industry. that being said, we're not going to sell a product that we can't stand behind, and we sell them right side by side with the Victorinox. However, I mean, they are not quite the same. The handle is like a plastic handle instead of that like Fibrox handle. So that Fibrox handle is like hard, but at the same time has,
but not
like, yeah,
it
has a soft,
some give to it.
Kind of a soft feel to it, even though it's a hard material. So there's some things that does make Victorinox nicer, but then that's why our knives are priced where they are. I mean, they are priced less than Victorinox because
significantly less.
It's a difference in what you get and pay for. So we don't try to market our knives as like as good or better for the price point. It's a great knife.
Yeah, they're half the price of Victorinox knives.
Yeah.
So they hold an edge pretty well, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've sharpened them on the True Hone and with the diamond sharpening steel, and they work good. I'm really wanting to find this person what size grinder they wanted, because I'm willing to put one of them on sale.
I think I'm about ready to wrap.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, Austin's out.
I thought he was about to rap over a beat or something.
We can't do... so Mac 21st is asking for free shipping. We can't do free shipping anymore during hot season. It causes way too many problems. It's just not possible.
Oh, I forgot about that.
In October, yeah, we'll have a weekend of free shipping. Once...
maybe we do it like as soon as the cheese is taken off.
As soon as cheese no longer needs a cooler, we'll go ahead and get a free shipping weekend. Absolutely. Okay, so number 12 Pioneer patty maker versus stuffer mounted quick patty maker. What would be better for a large family user?
Like, what's Austin about to go take on? He's got the machete on his back. Godspeed, sir.
Good luck, Austin. We'll be praying for you. I don't think I've ever used the number 12, the Pioneer patty maker. I don't think I've ever used that. I mean, I really like the quick patty maker, but I mean, there's a manual portion to it. Each time you have to pull it to drop it down. If the Pioneer is the model I'm thinking of, it's like more continuous. So probably that. They're also significantly more expensive than the Walton's wrap or quick patty maker. So just put it in your cart, eRiv, and it should automatically take the dollars off. Give me a few minutes on the coupon. Patrick, regale them with some story.
Oh, geez.
While I'm...
Well, how do you guys define the word rescue? Really? We were discussing if you...
That'll start.
No, I don't think no one's really even heard the podcast for today because it just went out a couple
No,
hours
I'm
ago.
saying this will start some...
Oh, it's funny. But yeah, so our one of our colleagues next door got a new dog. I saw a photo. John said, "Oh yeah, it's actually a rescue," and I went, "Is it though? Really? Is it a rescue?" Because I have problem with people just throwing around the word rescue. You know, much like because it goes hand in hand with hero. You know, because my point was 9/11 happens, tragic day, right? The worst day ever. But people put their lives on the line to go back up those stairs, right? Before they realized tragedy was about to strike. And what did they do to certain other, probably a few hundreds, if not thousands of people to get the rest of them out of those buildings, right? They rescued them, right? So here, we have, that's what I think the standard is for the word, right? Life over limb for life, right? And here we go. Thank God we got, someone in the office that's just as good, just rescuing. No, they're great though. But just, yeah, I mean, I don't know, guys. What do you think? It's a harsh word, hero, rescue, dog, get. It's not, I digress. How do you feel about it?
So we've now been over that 5 times.
Oh, dude. It's the best.
And Patrick sold me on it.
He's like, you know what? Yeah.
We
It's
can't even use the word adopt because that takes
yeah.
away from adopting a child. It's just you got a dog.
He's like It's like Mr. Pink convincing people to not tip. You know what? He convinced
Very
me.
similar.
Give me my $1 back. And then, just to jump in on the favorite seasonings, I was even trying to work out my top 5 earlier. It's just so hard for me to go away from Supreme Pizza. And we've even done things to zhuzh it up, like the 4 cheese, and we even add pepperoni to it and stuff like that. So, and I'm a huge pizza fanatic. So
wait, you're saying your favorite is the pizza?
Supreme Pizza, not
Supreme Pizza.
Yeah, 4 cheese Supreme Pizza.
Does it matter if we add the pepperoni or not?
Yeah, sans that or not, doesn't matter. And then the jalapeno popper is really, really good. I think I like that better than taco because I kind of got to be in a mood for taco.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. Hatch green chili was there for a little bit.
We made jalapeno popper snack sticks recently.
Oh yeah,
and they were really good.
Yeah.
So I used 10% more seasoning per pound of meat to make up for a fresh sausage being used in a cured product. And it
great flavor.
Worked really well. And we used cheddar cheese instead of mozzarella, which we would normally use, because we had a bag in the back that was open of cheddar. It's like, why?
Really good.
Why not just use it instead of throwing it out? All right, I've got a coupon code. Let me just do a tiny bit of testing before I say that it's good. Add that to my cart. Make sure it's working. View cart. Oh, no. I'm not ready. Okay. Not quite back to the drawing board with the coupon code, but this is going to take a few more minutes. Okay. Oh, can I edit this? Okay.
Well, Gary, I think we got a question. John and Patrick, I don't know how this got mixed up, but when my dad orders from you in California, I get his confirmation emails and shipping info out here in Montana. Well, I assume on your account the emails are just...
It's got to be emails.
The same.
Yeah.
So I'd go to settings on one of you guys and just change those.
Yeah.
If at all possible. I assume...
That's got to be... Well...
It depends on what kind of account, maybe.
Yeah, because if it's a commercial account, there is a possibility that it has a confirm to on his account that sends it to you instead. Yeah, email that with the email address that's getting it and your dad's email address to cs@waltons.com, and they should be able to fix that for you. Yeah. Why is it not giving me... Oh, you moron, John.
John, you moron.
You moron. Right?
Let's see.
Reaches order subtotals.
Lamb's eyeball tastes better than lutefisk is what they're saying in the comments.
Is lutefisk that
Minnesota?
It's
like fish thing or something.
Yeah, but it's what's the word I'm looking for? What happens to? I can't even find the word for that. Fermented.
Oh, okay.
It's like fermented fish, right? I think.
Potentially. I know Bobby Hill ate a lot of it once and got sick. I can't not hear that word and not imagine Bobby Hill just scarfing down an entire tray underneath a table. At church of all places.
Percentage.
Tell a funny hunting story.
I've got one.
What do you got? Now, can you tell the story and do what you're doing?
Probably not. Probably not. So I was hunting with Brett's daughter. We were walking a cornfield. Pheasant flushed just kind of over to her right, kind of in between us a little bit, but it was coming right over me. So she pulled up on it. I was like, no, I got it. It flew directly over my head and I missed it twice. And I have an over-under, so that was that. Like, it was gone. So,
LP, I think we do have a video on how to sharpen a knife, if I'm not mistaken.
we do.
Yeah. You go to our page and type in knives or sharp or something, search for that. I think we do a couple different ways. I know we have a whetstone back there. Yeah. I mean, our favorite method of sharpening knives isn't really
Almost there.
A, affordable,
Yeah.
or B, from this century. So,
Yeah, our favorite way to sharpen a knife is with something called the True Hone. Just basically for the ease of it, it's anyone could do it. Like, literally, it's incredibly easy to do. It requires no like special skill. The real advantage to it in a commercial application is, you know, to get good with a sharpening stone or a sharpening stone or a diamond sharpening steel takes a while. This, like, someone on their first day could be sharpening knives just like a pro. It's expensive, though. That's the problem. Okay, I'm almost there, guys. It's going to be a 10% off. It is going to cap out at a $100 value, meaning if you buy more than $1,000, it will only give you $100 off. Discount on order subtotal.
if you guys are trying to enter giveaways for today, check out waltons.com/live and waltons.com/win. There are a couple different ways to enter for the monthly and daily, or I should say live giveaways. So I know a couple new people are in there asking. So
Okay. Coupon code is, and I'm going to say it, but then I'm also going to be testing it. 10% off on orders over $75. It caps at a $100 value, like I just said. It is 93010. So 93010. So like today's date, and then the percentage off. There's no dashes, no nothing. It's just 93010. And as we continue to talk here, I'll be testing this coupon code to make sure that it's working.
and then paste that in chat when you got it.
Cool. It's working. Nope, it is not working.
Good.
Question is, why isn't it working? Oh, that's why. I was giving $100 off if they reached $100 instead of $1,000. Remove that. And coupon 93030. Yep, cool. It's working. So go ahead and use that 93010. It'll get you 10% off. Like I said, we can't do free shipping. A couple months ago, we did a free shipping weekend and walked into an absolute just terrible situation on Mondays. It does really, really bad things with orders with cheese on it. And unfortunately, we can't exclude a specific SKU or product from any of the coupons with the way it works right now. Like Austin and I talked about earlier, we're hoping to get away from having to do anything special for cheese next year. So hopefully we won't have that problem next year. But as soon as we stop having to hold items or hold cheese till the next Monday, we'll go ahead and get some free shipping weekends going on. So, all right, let me get back to chat. Let's draw some more winners of stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't draw a winner for the Taiga cooler. So that is what we're drawing. This person will win the Waltons and Meatgistics Taiga cooler. I think that'll be the last thing we draw.
Okay.
All right. Ha ha. J. Michael Kaminsky. Let us know you're still with us, buddy.
That's funny.
I did not know what J stood for. Let us know you're still here. Didn't Bobby then accidentally burn down the church when he lit a match in the restroom to cover the stench? Patrick? Did Bobby burn down a church?
Yeah, that's what I was, dude. I was gonna Man, I should have asked that. I was going to ask. Well, if someone could tell me how the episode ended, I was going to give them a special prize. So, who was that?
That was Rick Diantino. So one of the things we've been talking about is Patrick being able to award a giveaway for his favorite comment.
That's the one right there.
That's it?
Yeah. Way to go. I'm his number one fan.
Rick, hopefully you've entered the giveaway because that's how we'll find you.
What's he want? Does he want a hat or something?
We can work that out.
How about those new things right there?
Later.
Everything on the table for Rick.
What's funny is I'm almost positive J. Michael Kaminsky already has a Walton's and Meatgistics Tiger Cooler. I'm almost positive.
But does he have a signed, empty energy drink can from John?
Yeah, that's
going to be worth a lot. That's like a rookie card. Well, you're probably on the way out. It's probably like the guy's last season signed, you know?
I'm on the way out?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to die?
You know, it was ambiguous for a reason, so you can really apply it to whichever.
That's very confusing.
What's like a famous sport, or not? What's a sport that you would be excellent at that no one even had a clue you were good at?
Lacrosse?
Ooh, see, you already have a prepared answer. Yeah, because that's not even on the radar here. Like Kansas, like we don't play lacrosse here.
Yeah.
Perfect state for it. Super flat, got nothing but space and time. No one's ever even said, "Hey, let's play hockey with our hands." You know,
It's the national sport of Canada.
lacrosse.
It's not hockey.
Wow.
Yep. It's lacrosse.
And as people can hear me Google it.
So I actually had a scholarship in college for it.
Oh, that's how you would know. To go to there.
To go to college to play lacrosse. Yeah.
The most popular sports in Canada. Lacrosse is number one. Oh, but this is Bing. What can we even really?
Patrick doesn't trust anything that comes from Bing.
I have examples, though. I mean, they're very biased searches, but it's
That's
kinda
fair.
like,
That's fair. You've
but
shown
I've
some things.
I've showed a couple things.
Yeah.
Well, I think
What was
it's
it? Who has he won a ring?
Yeah, you asked you my favorite basketball. I'm a very obscure person. I'm sorry, but Anderson Varejao, he played for the Cavs when I watched him the most. Very underrated player, but he got traded mid-season, so he didn't win a championship ring. But if you Google it, it says it does. It's combining loose parts of articles, and then it's giving an answer that it's unsure of. But I think I've Googled stuff for so long, it's just like there's a certain, I don't want to say like way to use Google, but when you're asking it a question and you want an answer at the very top, like 3 inches of the page, and you almost trust that the higher up it is, but it's like you're almost confirming your own confirmation bias kind of thing. So Bing isn't doing that for me, so I don't really like it.
So Wood Butcher, I was definitely not good enough to play at Purdue. And Neil thought my favorite sport was bingo. I don't really see it as a sport, but sure.
I'm good at bowling, but I don't know if people would have that's one of those.
Oh, technically lacrosse is the national summer sport and ice hockey is the winter sport.
Sounds like something Canada.
Sounds very socialist. Why do you have a winter sport and a summer
Yeah.
sport? Just have a regular sport like America. Actually, baseball's not America's sport anymore.
What do you think it is?
John, hold off on doing anything. I'll just contact you.
Well, it's more like newsworthy if something happens in football.
Sorry, to make that clear, John won the knives. He asked me if I can ship it together. It's easier if we do that offline than through the website.
Like the Cleveland Indians changed their name to like the Guardians and stuff. And like to me personally, maybe once again bias comes into it, but it's like I view ESPN all the same every time I'm on it. But you hear a lot more of the backlash or like instant gaffes from people from the NFL rather like MLB. It's like, oh, I had no idea they even changed their likeness and stuff like that. So
okay.
So to call that the national pastime, I don't think so.
Just because we started talking about Purdue, and I talked about this on a podcast, but I don't think we did it on a live stream. Purdue's Meat Lab has this awesome tool. I'm going to link to it now. It is a combination of a bunch of different graphs and charts you can use. It's a dashboard, You go to that link, then under data and resources, you click dashboards. You can look up like almost anything and have it charted out for you. So you can see the price of beef over the last blah, 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 blah. But you can see the price of beef versus the price of eggs over the last however long. It is incredibly interesting. I lost an entire morning, not at work, Brett. I lost an entire morning on a Saturday playing around with this. It is really, really cool. So you should check that out. I only brought it up because we were on.
Yeah.
Rugby's a man's sport.
I didn't tell. We had a rugby club. I never knew that growing up because like I think I got a rugby ball one time for a birthday or something. My dad's like, "We got a club," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Drove by it. I was like, no thanks.
Like Wichita?
Something. Yeah, there was an area where he knew people who played rugby at. So
Interesting.
they're probably all dead. So
Never even heard of it.
We have a polo club too. It's all the way down by the casino. It's weird.
Deer or turkey? Yeah, James. I think he's in New Jersey. I think a lot of people have a misconception of what New Jersey is because of all the areas around New York City.
All the Kevin Smith movies kind of didn't help that probably.
Probably. But if you get like 20 miles south of the city, it's called the Garden State for a reason. I mean, it is like wilderness for the most part. And a really, really pretty country. Just hunting isn't
Well, where all the convenience and people are, it's not very nice looking. So,
Tim Stapleton, the discount code is 9310. So today's date. So it's just 9310. So today's date and then the 10% off.
did you put the code on the?
In the chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I accidentally deleted my chats. I don't know.
Somebody said they can't go that far back in the chat.
It depends on when you got here, maybe.
No.
Or if you refreshed your
They've
page.
made another change. You can't scroll back beyond.
Have your page refreshed?
No, I pop out my chat.
Oh, okay.
And
So
I do
it's
it totally separate so that I can go all the way back. The furthest back I can go is which bear is better.
I wonder if that was there's a certain amount of comments or if it's just if it loses connection and it quickly, you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Darn it. It is 93010. I knew that felt short. Thanks for correcting me, bunch of people. Thank you.
Hey, dude.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, he's already got one anyways, I'm pretty sure. Is that new, Andy Mike? I feel like this is new. I feel like I used to be able to scroll all the way back up to the beginning. Not that it really matters. There's very rarely anything in this chat that we need to go all the way back to the beginning for, but it's nice. When we used to drink on the live streams, I used to have to rewatch the live stream the next day and try to find like who won what. It was a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. All right. That's been more than 5 minutes?
Is that my phone?
No, it's mine. It's probably my dog broke his Halo collar. No, that's nothing. Why are you sending me an update for that? That's nothing. Oh, it's been that way for the last couple of months. Yeah, that's why I was asking. It's been 5 minutes since I drew J. Michael Kaminsky?
Yeah. Totally.
Ish?
Totes.
Okay. I'll redraw the cooler. All right. Repicking the winner. Okay. Oh, I know this person too. I don't think I've seen him in the chat recently, though.
No. Ridley family. That doesn't count because this was a no-kill shelter. So
Someone's arguing that. So that was my argument too. I'm like, what if it's a kill shelter?
Yeah. Well.
And no, but then what convinced me was you rescue someone from a burning building.
Yeah.
We even talked about like if you see a dog on the side of the road and it's about to get hit by a car and you grab it, that's rescuing. Mm-hmm. Oh, all right, there you go. Neil's here. That was fast. I was wrong. Had been a while since he. Oh no, it wasn't. Well, he had said my favorite sport was bingo.
Well, and if someone else has the ability to like do what you were gonna do like a few days later and still accomplish the same thing, like how dire was the rest? Right. These are facts, people. Yeah. So
now I will say
it's a great thing. Though.
Beauties took Riggins. They went up to another place for a different dog, and they said, "Hey, we're putting this dog down tomorrow. Do you want to take him too?" So they took Riggins, and they were going to kill him the next day.
Tough.
That feels like that's a rescue.
Sure.
But then I got him. He was not.
Yeah.
He was in no danger of being killed. He's in a danger of being left in a cage.
The only answer is they rescued me.
All right, that's it. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for stopping. Sorry we were at a weird time. Next month we'll be back to normal.
You met me at a very weird time in my life. I think that's the last line to the movie Fight Club, if I'm not mistaken. So
it's after the buildings come down?
It's during.
During the buildings come down? Yeah, I think it is the last line. It's an overrated movie.
But we won't go with the last frame. So, all right.
It's an overrated movie.
I can agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I like it, but yeah, it kind of gets...
Wait, hold on real quick.
It was a book, so...
Stephen Ward is in Pensacola. You doing okay? How are you down there? I'm surprised that you even have power.
If you believe in power, so...
Are you talking about... Yes, watch that video. I'll post it again in case anybody
the bear
didn't get it. It is... This guy made a bear-proof suit, and the way that they test it is just beyond anything you can imagine. That is also another good question. Did Dave Tesh ever respond? Because John claimed the knives, but we're also going to give away seasoning and jerky, and I don't think Dave ever responded. I don't see him here. So I will go ahead and redraw Dave Tush. Winner is littering and Todd Cyanu. I think I got that name right.
How do you spell it?
Right in the chat. Look at that.
I got a chat. I sense what people say. Okay.
So we'll give Todd just a few minutes here and then re-go.
You said Sino?
I said Cyanu?
I would say Sino myself. Man, if he could confirm. All right, John's is 1, mine's 2. Is it Cyanu, Boo, or Sino? This is what happens when sports gambling is now legal in my state.
You need to...
I do these obscure parlays for $5.
I know, but still.
No, you're thinking of how you would treat it.
Yeah,
you're like, tread lightly, because if it were me...
Not good. I can't gamble.
It just... Now I'm going to sound like a maniac. It just makes the games more exciting. There's no... You know what I do? I just don't get a cheeseburger that day. That's what I do. Unless I hit it, baby, and then we get a double.
The only person to respond so far agrees with me, so...
Wait, but who is it? Oh.
Curse, I would normally do that tomorrow, but we could do that today.
Oh, he's here.
He is here?
Yeah. How do you pronounce your name?
1 or 2. Is it Cyanu?
Or Sino?
There's a lot riding on this,
probably
too.
Number 3. Yeah, Ridley family. Glad I didn't have a hard name in grade school.
Come on.
Come
on. 1 is Cyano, 2 is Sanu.
Yeah, he gets no prize if you...
Come on, Todd.
Hey, guys, quit saying...
Yes, that is the best video of all time. Come on.
It's my favorite.
Come on, Todd. Don't leave us hanging.
He might. He's so pumped on the win.
Yes, but I still need to know how to pronounce your last name.
Everything rides on it. He might have to tell you in the email. Third, yeah, there might be a third choice. Might not even
Right,
be.
But
He's probably trying to get
it's
the
just one or
phonetic
two.
spelling, maybe.
All right.
That's got to be it. Well, it'll decide the Mojo Moho thing for us.
No. That's a
Oh.
much longer, much longer. All right, so Todd won jerky and a seasoning of his choice. Okay. So we've got 3 jerkies and seasoning. We've got the leather apron. We've got 2 tumblers. We've got the cooler, and we've got the boning knives. All right. I think we're good. Yep, we got Todd. We were hoping he would tell us which one of us was right in his last name.
Everything's a competition in this office.
Keep everything fun. All right. Go enjoy that grizzly bear demo or whatever suit.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. You ready to go?
Wait, he giving you the phonetic spelling. Hold on. I don't see it.
Well, it's not like he's sitting right next to him. He's probably just assuming like I did.
All right. We'll see you next time, guys.